The World Titans have started marching, and the safest place on Earth right now is on Paradise Island. Oh, how much things have changed. So, let's talk about it. Hello Titan fans and welcome back to Manga for a discussion video about the next chapter of Attack on Titan, and also about future events in our story. The last chapter revealed some very interesting pieces of information, so I wanted to make this video for you and to hear your thoughts about all the situation and of course tell you my own thoughts about it. Before we'll start, and because we are going to talk about things that are taking place right now in the manga, there will be a lot of spoilers in this video, so please take this into consideration if you decide to keep on watching. In this video, we will focus on Eren's current state of mind and possible final plan. We will also discuss the most important scenes we had in this latest chapter. We will talk also of a large group of people who deserves freedom more than anyone, but no one is talking about them at all. If you want to see more videos like this on my channel, please subscribe and remember to enable all notifications, because without it, YouTube won't let you know when my videos are coming out. Also, if you haven't seen my breakdown video, go check it out now before you watch this video. So, what was the most important thing about chapter 123? There were a lot of crucial things, but I think Eren's state of mind was one of the key aspects of this chapter, and for sure will be explained even more in the next chapters. Like I pointed out in my review video, all across this chapter you can see hints that Eren knows what is going to happen. Eren Yeager had two main dreams when he was a child. The first one was to see the outside world and the ocean. But after he lost his mother, he cultivated a great desire to exterminate all Titans, which was also one of his strongest driving forces in previous seasons. But now, we can see that those two dreams have been replaced by something else, because unlike Mikasa and Armin, who are excited to see the outside world, Eren seems distant and not as excited. First clue that something is happening is that Eren is not as optimistic as the rest of the scouts. The second clue is when he tells Mikasa that nothing happened yet in front of the immigrants' campsite, and soon after that he also said perfect timing when the other scouts arrived. That shows us that he indeed anticipated those exact moments. A few chapters ago, we understood that Eren came in contact with future memories when he touched Historia's hand, so in this point in the story and in this chapter he already knows those future events and the scenery he saw in them. The other clue is Sasha death panel. There is a reason we've been shown this specific panel, and I think it is because of the moment Connie thought Eren is laughing when he was told Sasha died, but like I mentioned in my other video, I actually think it was a look of sad realization out of Eren that understood that everything he is seeing right now is coming true. So we can assume he also knew about the scouts coming to help him. Another thing I wanted to mention is the immigrant kid and his panel from a few chapters back. We see that his panel is different, and we can assume that the hand in the picture belongs to Eren. I mentioned that I believe that Eren came back to the camp after he left the scouts back in the courthouse. But why would he do that? Maybe this is Isayama's way to redeem Eren from the massacre on Marley, just like he redeemed Grisha for killing the Wraith family, showing us that Eren might have warned the kid and his family from the upcoming event, telling them to stay away from there, and even a more fun idea, maybe even invited them to Paradise Island to finally find a place they can live safely. I can't see any other reason for Eren to return to the camp. He probably didn't go there just to tell the kid that they are all going to die, and I honestly think he was trying to do the thing he wished someone had done for him back when his hometown was attacked. But let me also add that if Eren's true intentions are to destroy the entire world, he would have to do a lot more to get redemption. Next, we have Mikasa hearing Eren's voice in her head. Let me explain why this is so important. Mikasa is one of the most unique and rare people inside the walls. She is part Ackerman and part Asian, and probably the last Asian inside the walls. Because she is a descendant of bloodlines that are not part of the subjects of Ymir, they supposed to be immune to any effects of the founding titan. That is at least what we understood so far, and we actually saw this when Uri Reis couldn't control Kenny. Their immunity had also led us to understand that they can't turn into titans. This shows that we still don't know anything about the Ackermans, apart from them being a combination between humans and titans created by Titan science. But again, we only heard about it and never actually saw it, or any proof for it. The fact that Mikasa is hearing Eren's voice just shows me that we are going to get another twist soon, or maybe, finally, some backstory about the Ackermans, which I personally would really want to see. What do you think? Are you also interested in the origin of the Ackermans, like I do? In the next chapter, I guess we are finally going to see Levi again, or at least some confirmation whether or not he heard Eren's voice or not. If he did, we will know for a fact that something about the Ackerman's past is not clear, and if he didn't hear him, we can assume that this is more a Mikasa related thing, or something that's connected to her Asian part. In my latest video I also mentioned that I am sure that Annie is going to come back, and I still am sure, so let's check how much time it will take Annie to reach Shiganshina if she is indeed awakened. Any location right now is unknown. The only clue we had is when Armin told Bertolt she's in Utopia District back on season 2. Now of course, he could be lying, but let's just say that he isn't. This is Utopia District. The distance between Utopia District to Shiganshina District, where we are currently in the story, is about 730 kilometers, and a horse max speed is about 88 kilometers per hour. That will take her almost 8.5 hours to get to Shiganshina. Of course, her Titan form is a bit faster, but it will still take her a few hours to arrive. But also, she could have been moved to a different location before that. And like I said, I personally am pretty positive that she will make an appearance in the next chapters. Now, I would also want to address Eren's final words. He said that he is going to protect all the people of Paradise, but notice that he didn't say Eldians or subjects of Ymir. That means that after all, this last fight is territorial for him, more than anything, more than race, religion, or past events, and he just wants to protect his home and the people close to him. I mentioned before that I really hope Eren told the immigrants in the camp to come to Paradise, and by that, making Paradise a peaceful home for anyone who was deprived of his home. I think that it can offer some redemption to Eren, saying this carefully because he is going to destroy the world, apparently. And that brings me to point out another popular idea that has been going around for a long time, which is Eren going the same way Lelouch did. If you don't know who is Lelouch, he is the main protagonist in Code Geass. In a world where conflicts between empires lead to endless wars, Lelouch realizes that he must become something worse than all others in order to offer the rest of humanity a common enemy to fight, and by that, leave their conflicts aside. Do you think there is a chance Eren is going the same way right now, giving the world such a threat that will make everyone, including Eldians in other parts of the world, join forces in order to survive? He knows that Paradise is forever going to be looked at as devils. There is too much bad blood to even think that Marley or the rest of the world would even want to solve this conflict, and would actually rather eliminate all Eldians from the world instead. That way, Eren makes everyone outside of Paradise to join forces and look at Paradise as the real enemy. That will finally break the connection between Eldians, subjects of Ymir, and the devils of the island. I think this is a tragic enough idea to fit to our story, but I still think we have some other twist waiting for us before we'll say goodbye to this amazing story we all so love. Another thing, some of you pointed out that I made a mistake in one of my previous videos. I said that this is Eren's new Titan face. What I actually meant to say is that is Eren's face while inside his Titan. So sorry for the confusion. Another super interesting thing is Levi. What do you think is going on with him? And do you think he heard Eren? If you would like me to make a special Levi dedicated video and discuss his condition, let me know in the comments. I promised in the beginning of this video that I will mention a group that deserves freedom and no one is talking about them. And you might have guessed it already, I'm actually talking about the Wall Titans. These poor, once ordinary people were stuck inside a wall for more than 100 years, unable to move and trapped inside a nightmare, as Ymir once mentioned. Not only that, They are now going to be used as tools of war, just like Ymir was used by the Eldian king, and also like the subjects of Ymir are being used by Marley, sent to battle only to become titans. So I think it would be pretty ironic for Eren, the character that holds freedom as one of her core beliefs, to not release them, at least at some point. And if you think about it, they are also resident of Paradise Island, and maybe even the most significant ones. What do you say about that? Did you consider the World Titans? And do you think they deserve freedom as well? Or should they remain Titans forever? I've actually wanted to do a video about the World Titans for a while, and to actually calculate how much Titans are inside the walls. Yes, it is possible. So, if this interests you, please let me know in the comments, because it is a really hard video to make and I really want to know if it interests you before I start making it. And that is all for this video, my Titan loving friends, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to subscribe and to give a little like to let me know you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you all real soon in my next video. And until then, don't forget to dedicate your hearts to humanity, inside and outside the walls.